So you're thinking about moving to Jacksonville and you want to live near the beach or around the beaches, and you're not exactly sure which neighborhood is right for you. If that's you, perfect, you're in the right place. I'm Steve Shane with the Living Jacks Beach channel, and today we're going to give you a complete overview on what it's like living in and around the Jacksonville Beach area. We're going to specifically be covering the neighborhoods other than Jax Beach today. If you want a complete deep dive overview on Jax Beach, there's a link in the description below, and we go on a deep dive all about Jacksonville Beach. But today we're just going to be covering a few of the neighborhoods that surround Jax Beach. So in Duval County, where Jacksonville is based, we have the area called the Beaches. The Beaches is broken up into three separate neighborhoods. The first neighborhood is Jax Beach. The second is Neptune, and then finally Atlantic Beach. First up, we're going to talk about Neptune Beach. So Neptune Beach is the neighborhood that is just north of Jacksonville Beach. So when we're looking at Neptune Beach on a map, you will see it's pretty small. It's got this beautiful laid-back beach community, very cozy, nice atmosphere. And when I say small, we're not kidding. It's 2.3 square miles, and there are only 8,000 residents in the entire development area. So when we're looking on a map, we can divide Neptune Beach into three different pieces or slices. We've got the slice, which is A1A or 3rd Street, which is our main boulevard, and you go east of there to the ocean. From in between there, we have oceanfront properties and a lot of beautiful townhouses, beach bungalows, some duplexes in there. It's a really beautiful spot. And then you've got First Avenue, which is one of my favorite places to ride a bike on a regular day. It's just got this like freedom that you get when you hop on your bike and you cruise. You get to wave all the neighbors walking their dogs and other bike riders and runners. It's a really cool place to enjoy the beachfront side of Neptune Beach. Then we have the middle section. And the middle section is kind of from A1A, that main drag, to Penman Road. And that section, we're going to find all our schools, and we're going to find our community. That is all very, very much bedroom community housing. And then we have from Penman to the Intercoastal Waterway. And as you can assume, as we go to the beach, it's going to be more expensive, and the further away we get from the beach, it gets less expensive, until we get to exactly at the Intercoastal Waterway when there is some waterfront opportunities there. So let's dive into the numbers of Neptune a little bit. The average household income is $160,000. Obviously, it's average. There's a lot more as you get closer to the beach, and a lot less in other areas. The average home price as of July 2024 is $950,000 with a per square foot of about $430. But the median home price, like right in the middle from the highest to the lowest, is $700,000 with a per square foot of $360 per square. So what that really means is your average home price, what you can expect, is somewhere between $700,000 and $900,000. Also, Neptune Beach has some really fantastic schools according to gradeschool.org. We have Neptune Beach Elementary, which is rated 8, San Pablo Elementary, which is rated 7, and Duncan Fletcher Middle School and High School are both ranked in the 6s. So what's it like living in Neptune Beach? Well, it's a beach, so we're gonna have all the good beach stuff. We've got surfing and fishing and boating and beach volleyball and anything else that involves sun and sand, so make sure you check that out. And although we are a beach town, we're not a beach tourist town. So that means no public parking. So take your time to go find some parking on the street when you're hanging out in Neptune Beach, and make sure you read those signs that you're not going to get towed or ticketed or anything like that. As we get closer to town center, there is metered parking towards our town center, which I'll tell you about in just a second. You can also find people exercising up and down First Street, like I said. It is a runway for the fit and happy and joyful, and so many dogs. It is incredible people watching, honestly. It's something to really check out. We also have newly renovated Jarboe Park right off Florida Boulevard. It's got a beautiful duck pond, a community garden, exercise equipment throughout a walkway. It's got an amazing playground for kids, tennis courts, basketball courts. It's got a community center, and most importantly, pickleball. And obviously we know pickleball is all the rage these days. And then we're gonna drive about a mile north from Jarbo Park and we're gonna go to the town center that I mentioned to you. The town center shares a border with Atlantic Beach. So on the north side of Atlantic Boulevard is Atlantic Beach, on the south side is Neptune Beach. On the south side of the Neptune Beach area, we have amazing restaurants. We've got Hawkers, and we've got North Beach Fish Camp. Doro, if you're looking for some really fine dining experience, is wonderful. And Sliders is a great little outdoor patio sports bar vibe with really delicious food, and it's a great place to meet up with friends as well, so I highly recommend that. There's some cool boutiques like Drift, and grab some coffee at Southern Grounds. I'm a big fan of that area. I spend a lot of time there as well. And then you definitely want to check out Pete's Bar. Pete's Bar is kind of unique. It's the oldest bar in all of Duval County. It's a very, very cool vibe. And right there, you'll also find every single Thanksgiving the turkey trot for charity. And then there is Dancing in the Streets, which is a huge event every single springtime that you got to check out with live music and arts market. And again, Neptune Beach is just a cool vibe. So what are the pros and the cons of living in Neptune Beach? Well, it's a beautiful bedroom walkable community. It's close-knit, good community. Your neighbors know each other. You're gonna wave to each other. It's gonna feel really cozy in that sense. There's no HOAs. There's a lot of good stuff that are pros about Neptune Beach. The cons, though, is there's limited housing inventory. There's not a lot of space there. It's only 2.3 square miles. There's only 8,000 residents. So if you specifically want to move to this small little enclave of the beaches, it may take you a little while to find you the perfect home, or you want to find a home that's a little bit distressed or beat up and make it your own. That would be ideal. Again, also there's limited parking when it comes to beach access because it's a bedroom community and not tourist trap. Next up is Atlantic Beach. This pristine, upscale community is known for its gorgeous beaches, its vibrant community, its really great embracing of culture and art. I consider it kind of like the Mayberry of the beach. And that's for you Andy Griffith folks who remember, this idea of, this 1950s notion of people just letting the kids go out and play until the lights come on and bringing them back. It's that cozy vibe that you get, and not many other communities have that. It's really special for that. It's 13 square miles, and again, we can split it into 3/3 again. So we've got the beach side, where we have all our beautiful multi-million-dollar estates, and we've got the middle, which is a little cheaper, but not by much. I mean, it's still an upscale community. And then the last third, going west again, is Mayport. The Mayport community is more of an up-and-coming community. It's more affordable. There's a cool art scene and a nice restaurant scene there. And it is a part of Atlantic Beach, but it is kind of treated differently. The Atlantic Beach that we're going to be talking about is everything but Mayport. Now, the average home price in Atlantic Beach is $1.1 million, and the median price per square foot is $414 per square foot. Our median price point is $655,000. So that's a big spread. So the average is 1.1, but the median is 6.5. So we know that the median's the middle. So we've got some that might be at 300,000, and we've got some that might be at $6 million. So that middle point of $655,000 is a good idea of, is there a way for me to get into Atlantic Beach and be able to afford it? Yes, absolutely, as long as you can qualify for it, of course. Speaking of schools, Atlantic Beach is great. It's got Atlantic Beach Elementary, which is rated 9, Mayport Middle, which is a solid 6, and all these kids will also go to Duncan Fletcher High School, rated 6s as well. The average family income of Atlantic Beach is $170,000. So what's it like living in Atlantic Beach? Well, it is, once again, a beach town. So get your golf cart, get your surfboard, get your fishing pole, and really enjoy that beach lifestyle, because that's why you are moving to Atlantic Beach. It's a slow, sleepy beach vibe. And the parks in Atlantic Beach are absolutely gorgeous. Jack Russell is this huge park with baseball fields and soccer fields and playgrounds for the kids. And every weekend there's a wonderful farmers market. There's Johansson Park, which occasionally has some cool markets, but essentially it's just like a big open forested area right in the middle of everything in Atlantic Beach. And one of my favorites that I take my kids to a lot is Bull Park. It's got a small little park and a big little grass area to run around and play, and it's a quick walk over to the beach. So you can get some beach time and park time there. And if you really are a big nature lover, You are a short drive away from Hannah Park, which is this gorgeous estate park with old style, like old Florida style beaches with big giant dunes, a great surf spot that I'm not going to talk about because my surfing friends would kind of be frustrated with me. So if you want to know what that surf spot is, do me a favor and just DM me. I'll give you the information on that. And then Hannah Park also has this beautiful splash pads for your kids to play in, a great park, and it's a huge lake that you can go rent kayaks and canoes and paddle on. I've done that many times with my kids, and they absolutely love seeing all the birds and animals that we find along the pond. Now, if we're talking about eating food while you're up in Hannah Park on your way back to Atlantic Beach, go swing down Mayport Boulevard. We've got Rev Brewing, we've got Egg Boy, which is an amazing sandwich spot, and if you want some good live music, there's Bedlam, which is some cool stuff. Like I said, Mayport is this up and coming kind of vibey, young part of the beach where there's a lot of new influences coming in. And then if we go back to the town center, we're gonna have Coop 36 or 360. We've got Ragtime. We've got Atlantic Beach Kitchen, which is one of my favorite restaurants in town. And no doubt you will find me at Witt's. It's the best ice cream in town. Well, that's not necessarily true because I like all ice cream equally. I am indiscriminate about my ice cream love. But Witt's is a frozen custard place. It's absolutely fantastic. It has a flavor of the day every single day. You gotta check that out. And I also like their ice cream sandwich cookie thing going on. So good. So those are some really great options when we're talking about living and enjoying Atlantic Beach. So what are the pros and cons about Atlantic Beach? Well, once again, it's an active lifestyle community. Get on your bike, enjoy it, cruise the beach, enjoy the sunshine and all the community that is there. There's a ton of cultural activities at the parks and around the town center, and it's got the best beachfront properties in all of Duval County. The cons are the property's expensive. So if you're trying to get into a beach community and you are not in that $1 million price range, or you're not in that $650,000 price range, you may need to be looking closer to Jax Beach or deep into Mayport. And I'm Steve Sheen, by the way. I get calls and texts and emails from people just like you every single day looking to relocate to Jacksonville Beach and all its beautiful areas. You know, and if you are considering making a move here in the next 9 days or 90 days, do me a favor, call me, text me, or email me, and I would love to help you make a smooth move to Jacksonville. If this is your first time on the channel and you want to learn about living and playing and working in Jacksonville, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button right now or hit the notification bell. That way you will get the most up-to-date videos from us so we can help you get great information about the Jacksonville real estate market so you can make a great decision about where you're going to move. Now we're up to Ponte Beach, which is one of the most exclusive, elite, upscale neighborhoods in all of Florida. You don't hear a lot about it compared to like Miami or Naples, but this is a different type of money. This is some old money. And they have beautiful beaches and luxury homes that match that old money vibe. They have incredible world-class golf courses, including the Sawgrass Golf Course TPC, which is the Players Championship Golf Course, which they use for the PGA Tour. We also have Ponte Vedra Club. They have multiple courses that have just had a multi-million-dollar renovation, which are just incredible right now. We also have Sawgrass on the beachside. There's another course there. There's also Marsh Landing. There's another course there. There's the Plantation, and they have their own course. These are all the different subdivisions within the Ponte Vedra Beach area. And there's also a section of Ponte Vedra Beach that is Palm Valley, which is a little more old Florida. We're going to have some waterfront property on the Tullamartu River, and those are absolutely incredible as well in their own way. The average home price in Ponte Vedra Beach is $1.3 million, with the median home price being $960,000. It is located in St. Johns County, which has incredible rated schools according to rateschool.org. The schools that you'd be going to in Ponte Vedra would be Rawlins Elementary, Landrum Middle, and Ponte Vedra High School, all clocking in with a 9 rating with gradeschools.org. This is a fairly exclusive 34 square mile community, very upclass, very high end. There's roughly 33,000 people who live there with an average income household of $240,000. So why do people move to Ponte Vedra Beach? Why do they want to live there? Well, like I mentioned, it's got a great school program through St. Johns County. It's got high-end shopping, high-end fine dining. It's got these incredible recreational activities at all these golf courses. I'm going to say them again because they're world famous and elite. The Players Championship Stadium course, you can play at the same course that, multiple champions have played and won on. That's so unique and rare. Not many people can experience that in their life, and it would be in your backyard. We also have the Marsh Landing Country Club, the Sawgrass Country Club. We've got the Plantation Country Club. If you can get in, you gotta have a friend because it's, again, extremely elite, extremely beautiful. Don't miss out on this incredible sunset dining at Valley Smoke or Caps in the Water. Sunset dining there is just something like late fall. You're having this beautiful piece of grouper or mahi and a glass of wine, the sun going down over the marsh. It is something to see, and you should really experience it at least 10 times in your life. One of my favorite things as a nature lover is Guana Nature Preserve. They've got this huge natural preserve in between Villano and Ponte Beach, and it is huge. It's massive. We're talking twice the size of Ponte Beach, so at least 60,000 square miles, and it is full of walking trails and nature, and you get to go walk along the marshes and the river, and it's just something that's really cool because they've kept it really preserved. And they've got these old world Florida beaches that have these giant dunes, and it feels like nobody else is around for miles. It's a really cool experience. And of course, you're still going to have all your basic needs met. We've got your Limbics, your Publix, and your Target all within 10 or 15 minutes. It's not a long stretch. Ideally, you're going to spend some time at the Ponte Beach Inn Country Club, the Surfside Club, and overlooking the beach, having a drink. And Ponte Beach is a special place to be. Another big reason people move there is for the community. When you're rubbing elbows with people like that, there's a lot of opportunities that pop up just naturally through like-minded, well-heeled people. So let's talk about those pros and cons again of Ponte Beach. We have a very upscale community with an elite network that you can build out pretty quickly. You're going to be incredibly close to the beach, and it is a haven for golf enthusiasts or boaters alike, because again, we've got the beach and we've got the Talamanca River right there. If you're into boating and fishing, again, that is a great place to be for you. Some of our cons, it's going to be a higher cost of living because it's not designed for the average person. It is upscale, it's elite. And another big problem about Ponte Vedra is you're going in and out on A1A. That's the only way in, it's the only way out. So if there's traffic, you're there, and there's really no way to get away from that. Suburb number 4 is Nocatee. While technically still part of Ponte Vedra, it really is its own thing. It is a master plan community that is absolutely massive. It is 27 square miles of meticulously planned and curated small pockets of neighborhoods, depending on your price point and what you're looking for. We can go to that $3 to $5 million estate, or we can find you a $350,000 townhome or a small single-family home that is just right for you. It is in, again, that St. John's neighborhood, so it's got incredible schools. Every single school inside the Nocatee area is zoned with a 9 or better school, whether it's middle school, high school, or elementary school. Your average income in Nocatee is $208,000. And Niche.com says it is the top neighborhood to raise a family. That has made Nocatee one of the most sought-after communities in all of the Jacksonville area. And it's got this bonus that it's only 15-20 minutes to the beach and 15-20 minutes to 95. So you can get to the downtown Jacksonville in 30 minutes, or you can get to the airport in 45 minutes. It's centrally located, but also close to the beach. It's a really special community. I highly recommend considering that if that's something you're looking for. What's also really cool is everything is designed for you to live on your golf cart. We've got regular walking paths, and then we have golf cart paths. So when you're moving there, make sure you save a couple bucks to buy yourself a golf cart so you can really enjoy that golf cart life. When I say Nocatee is meticulously planned, I mean it's next level planning. It doesn't just have parks, it has its own dog parks. It's got kayak launches, it's got nature trails, it's got the golf cart paths everywhere. It has 2 different water parks. 2 different water parks. We're not just talking like splash pads, we're talking about like tube slides and giant splash pads. It's massive. It's got a huge fitness center. Every single small neighborhood within the neighborhood has its own pool and fitness center and community center. It is so well designed. And then you have your centrally located town center that has everything you need. It's got the supermarket, it's got restaurants, it's got all your needs, the UPS store, everything that you would want for that. And again, you're a short drive from downtown Jax, or go south to St. Augustine, which is only 30 minutes away. So you can have a beautiful date night with your, spouse or best friend or who else you want to go with down in St. Augustine. It's really incredibly located. It's really well developed and really well planned out. There's even 55 plus communities, probably one of the largest 55 plus communities in all of Northeast Florida. So you can have, a quiet little niche pocket of Jacksonville where you know that you're going to find like-minded people and have tons of activities with the planning centers and the activity centers. Nocatee special, and you can tell by my energy that I'm excited about it and will continue to be excited about it, because there's really not a whole lot like that in the country, but specifically in Jacksonville. So again, what are the pros and cons of Nocatee? Man, it is a place to raise a family. It is the modern day Mayberry. We've got Atlantic Beach, which is like the Mayberry of the 1950s. This is the Mayberry of the 2020s. With its amenities, with all its great stuff. I mean, this is a community that has everything, tons of recreational opportunities, and it continues to grow, which means also your property values will continue to grow. So much good stuff about Nocatee. The other thing when we're talking about this is also cons. It's a newer development. There's going to be construction all the time. There's growing pains that the schools aren't growing as fast as the amount of people moving there. There's a lot of traffic now, that there's, a few thousand people packed into a smaller area that weren't there a few years ago. So those are just some things that you're gonna have some patience with. So those are the major neighborhoods around Jacksonville beaches, and which one is right for you? Are you a 1950s Mayberry Atlantic Beach guy? Are you a modern Mayberry Nocatee gal? Are you a golf fanatic who needs to live in Ponte, or do you like that cozy community that Neptune Beach offers you? Which one is right for you? Let me know in the comments. And again, as always, if you have any need or desire to think about making a move to Jacksonville, please don't hesitate to reach out and call me. I look forward to reaching out to you. And remember, I'm Steve Shane with the Living Jax Beach channel, and we're here to give you great information to make great real estate decisions. We look forward to making you happy and joyful here in Jacksonville. Look forward to meeting you soon.